Do you have a podcast that you're passionate about? Are you looking for a professional studio to help bring your vision to life? Then look no further than CRUX Media Group Studios. Located at 903 West Evans Street in Florence, South Carolina, CRUX Media Group Studios is a full-service podcast studio that offers recording, editing, consultation, live streaming video recording, and more. We have state-of-the-art equipment and a team of experienced professionals who can help you create a podcast that is professional, polished, and engaging. Whether you're a first-time podcaster or a seasoned pro, CRUX Media Group Studios can help you take your podcast to the next level. Contact us today at 843-407-1673 to learn more about our services and to schedule a consultation.
It wouldn't even
So we give out all to the people we like.
That part.
Yeah.
Well, most people do. Some people are like, they like them.
No, they do.
But they don't.
If they like somebody, if somebody got you, that's why people change.
Okay.
That's why people change. When they actually actively like somebody, they'll go all in. They'll all of a sudden now he combing his hair. He ain't never combing his hair in his life. Now he getting his locks twisted. He ain't never. You've always seen him wild headed.
Yeah.
Like, we not even just appearance wise, but we change what we do, where we go, how we do day-to-day things when we're with somebody we actually like.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Relationship Status. It's your girl, Nique. CEO Butler.
Hey, your boy, Yusuf in the building. Remember, you can catch us on all podcast platforms. Remember to like, share, follow, and 5-star rate. We are back at it again here for you. It's me and Nique. But we are here bringing you the show under much duress and unrest. How you feeling this week, Nique?
I am hungover, to be honest. So, yeah. When your friends call you at a certain time, like, yeah, come out. Yeah, and I'm out. And next thing you know, after like 4 beers, 2 shots, karaoke.
Yeah. 4 beers, 2 shots at karaoke. And then during karaoke, there's more shots. Because what's karaoke without shots? Oh, that was it for you?
That was it for me. That was it for me.
The tolerance done went down, or that's kind of been the cap all along?
No, I think my tolerance is down.
Well, I think the older we get, the less we go through these nights.
Yeah.
Because usually if you constantly doing this, then you could keep that up.
Yeah, you're right. Because I haven't been drinking, especially like that, in like 2 months, 2.5 months.
Yeah. And I think I've slowed down even my casual drinking after work. I would go home, sometimes have a drink. I don't even.
Yeah, it takes a toll on your body.
Yeah.
It really does. It kind of, you got to get up so early.
I mean, casually, I think, it's still cool. But, I mean, for the most part, just the going out, like what you're saying, and all these beers. And then every time you turn around, somebody's got a tray of shots. And,
like, yeah, come on.
Yeah, come on and
shot.
get one.
Yeah, let's take a shot. Like, yeah. And they call me the old lady because, like, I would be in my bed. They will call me. They will FaceTime me and be like, hey, where you at?
In the bed.
Y'all see where I'm at? Lights off. We need somebody in trouble. Like, yeah, I cannot do that no more. They be like, girl, come on out. Listen, I got things to do. I have so much to do that I did not get to do. You know what I hate?
Tell me what you hate, Nique. What do you hate?
I hate when somebody plans your day.
Yo, listen, I'm with you on that.
I hate that.
Did they tell you they planned your day, or they didn't tell you they planned your day?
I don't even think they meant to plan my day. But I had like a whole plan this weekend of everything I needed to do to get out of the way. And Sunday was supposed to be my rest.
Mm-hmm. But Saturday ran stuff over into Sunday?
What? Yeah. I have everything that I was supposed to do
yesterday
that I have to do today.
So you find it like that people that your people did this, like, oh, Nique will come.
Yeah.
And so just say, hey, we're going here. And then you kind of got kidnapped for the day?
Yeah, not even kidnapped. It was babysitting.
Oh.
So it's like I kind of felt not obligated, but I felt bad not to.
Oh, so somebody asked you to watch the kids.
Yeah, they were like, I really need to. If you're not able to, it's fine. I'll just take them with me.
You know that ain't true.
No, I know they would.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I know it would kind of ruin the person's event that they're going to.
Okay.
So I'm like, I could push back what I got to do for a couple of hours. So I go. She's like, yeah, it's only going to be 2 hours. Yeah, that's it. It's only going to be 2 hours. I get there early.
Yeah.
Because, like, I understand that she has to drive there first. So I get there early. She leaves on time. Gets there. The time that she's supposed to be back, I call her like, hey, are you on your way? And she was like, oh, just leave him with his brother. My mom will be there in a few minutes. Like, because we're still here. So I do just that because, like, I was stuck on that 2 hours. I was even here 30 minutes early. 2 hours. I get home, and they paid me, so I appreciate it. They didn't have to. I went home, and I was like, okay, I'm going to eat, and I'm going to sit down for a couple minutes and then start what I have to do. I sit down and eat, and I take a nap.
Oh, and that's it for the day?
Yeah, that's it for the day.
Until you get the phone call to go out.
And not even that. No, and then I get a phone call from my daughter, like, she's going to the game. Mom, I need you to do so-and-so.
That's right, that was Saturday.
Yes. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, I'm getting up, because my daughter has a tendency, she's very manipulative. And she'll be like, oh my God, never do it. Girl, I'm the only person that does it. Yeah, she's very manipulative. When she does not get her way, it is like PMS on 1,000. Like, oh my God, no one ever does it. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it. So I do that, and my other daughter, I randomly check on her when she's at her grandmother's house.
Okay.
Just because I don't play that. That you go into your grandma's house, all these little kids, little boys, people think you're not there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, let me go ahead and do that. I do that. I get to my mom's house, do what I have to do there, because she's out of town. And she calls me and tells me, hey, go check on the animals.
Go check on the
Yeah.
How many animals does she have?
She has 2 cats, 2 dogs.
Okay. All right.
So I'm like, oh, okay. She was like, just go check on them, see, make sure they're okay. And check on your brother. All right. So I go and do that. My brother has this full-blown attitude because he's like, why are you here?
Of course.
I go home and I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to get up really early tomorrow and do all of this. You text me and I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Yep, we're supposed to do that. I forgot. But yeah, that's cool.
And that's what I was like when I said, yeah, man, can we push it back? No, I can't.
No, I cannot push it back no more.
Like, I cannot push it back. Hey, I got to get in, got to get out.
Yes, I have to. And then, like, my homegirl, like, I am in bed at this point, and my homegirl texts me, and she's like, FaceTime me now. I FaceTime her. It's like a room full of people, and she was like, where you at? They all, where you at? Why you're not doing fantasy this year? Come on out.
So now you doing fantasy football?
No, I'm not doing it this year. I'm not doing this year.
Why not?
Time, just
like
I haven't done any research.
It is time consuming. It is time consuming. Well, I'm gonna tell you my cheat code, because I'm in one. When I go to the draft, I pull up they have ESPN has a best draft picks at each position, and all you got to do is, like, you type in what the rules of your league are. Like, if it's a PPR, it'll go ahead and they'll put the best ones at the top of that list. And so as I'm going, and then they'll even tell you what to draft first according to whatever it is. And I'll go in and I just, whatever the best available from according to what they got.
Yeah,
I'll do no research. I just swipe, click. Okay.
Oh, really?
I do
I do my research. I do my research on players, because what I've learned, that even if they have it, like, this is the best of the best, I got to look at injuries.
Yeah.
I look at, like, how many times were you out last year? Like, I look at all of that for these players, so that way I know, like, 3 games in, you're not going to get hurt.
Yeah.
And that's the end of my season. So, like, I haven't done none of that research. it's time consuming. Like the last time I did it, like I did it for 3 years, but the last year that I did it, like I didn't pay attention to it. I forgot to change my players. So there was sometimes I could have won.
Yeah,
and
you just didn't. You just forgot
because I didn't change my players up. One of my players was hurt, and I kept him on for like a whole 2-3 weeks. And like
didn't even know,
and it was because like I had this going on, I had that going on, and it wasn't even bad stuff. It was just like I was taking trips, living life, and like I told people, I was like, listen, I can't do it this year.
Just don't got the time.
I ain't got the time. Like I'll do it next year, but this year, and then like with my lead, what I do like, they try to get you to get your money back, and so like it's like $100 in, and then you pay $10 a week. So each week, whoever has the highest points gets $100.
That's a dope. That's a right little concept.
Yeah. So when you never win,
yeah, that little money coming, that little money from the points come in handy.
Yeah, but then when you never win that, it's kind of like,
oh damn, I done lost this money.
Yeah, so 2 years in a row, I haven't won. So
you haven't gotten most points or nothing?
Well, no. I never got the most points, and the 1 year I could have gotten the most points.
People was hurt. You didn't change.
I didn't change my stuff. So I was like, you know what?
You didn't do your lineup.
Let me do this. Let me sit back. let me keep it cute, and I'm gonna watch.
And just go from there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm talking about myself. How are you?
No,
How was your week?
Hey, listen, I have had an adventurous week. I was on the road a good bit. I had a couple move-ins to do. The biggest one was my daughter goes to Howard.
She moved, so dope.
She moved into Thursday, and this was the most dysfunctional move-in that I could understand. Why? Because Howard is literally smack dab in the middle of downtown DC.
Oh, wow.
So there is no, and her dorm was on like a side street. So the cops had to cut off the side street, but it's a 1-lane side street one way.
So you had to find a park.
So you got to find so they wouldn't let you, like you couldn't park along that side. You couldn't unload there. You had to, there's a parking lot they had that was like maybe, I would say 2 blocks over and around the corner.
Oh, so
and
you really
had to
had
park there. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then they had another one that was in the opposite direction, like maybe 2 blocks. But the one a block over. But that one, somebody had to stay with the vehicle. You could not leave your vehicle or it would be towed. So and yes, the tow truck was sitting in there.
Oh, they're trying to make their money.
Yeah, the tow truck was
crazy.
sitting
like, kids
in there.
Kids are trying to move into school.
Yeah, and so they were like, no, they were fine. It was free. But somebody had to stay with the van or the car or whatever it was.
But like, I'm saying, like, what if you don't have that much family?
What if that's why we part in the back? Yeah. In the other one, that's a little bit more away. So then how am I getting all of this stuff? I'm not taking all these trips. So they did provide you with a bin. It's a good sized bin with some wheels on the bottom. So you can only have it for 2 hours though. So we unload her grandmother's. She had an SUV, so we unload that, and we wheel that up the stairs. And then she goes, "Okay, Dad, we got to go to the storage." And I was like, "Okay." So now we're early at this point. So maybe we started at 10. We're done with her stuff like 10:45. So we go to the storage unit. We get the stuff out the storage unit. Some has to go in my car because there's so much stuff. I said, "Baby, where are you putting all this?" She's like, "Oh, it's all gonna fit in my room." I said, "That's up to you and your grandma. I'm not." So we get back over there. Guess what happens? Now we're over there at about 11:30. It is busy. So now everybody is there now. I guess everybody made it to town. So guess what they don't have?
Any of the buggies?
None. So guess how long you want to take a guess how long the wait was?
4 or 5 hours.
Yes. There was 20 people in front of her.
Oh, wow.
Yes, in front of her. But her and her friend put in for 2 because her friend had already moved in the day before. And I said, "Baby, why you ain't moving the day before?" "Well, I didn't know." Okay, well, next time I need to check. So we end up moving all this. I said, "Look, I'm going to go get something to eat. I haven't eaten yet." I go eat. Had some of the best curry goat I ever had in my life. It's at this place called The Grill. It's right across the street from Howard. And,
dope.
And for me, being from Trinidad and having a lot of curry goat in my life, this was the best ever, like ever. I felt bad telling my mama. My mama was like, she felt the way.
I still have not tasted the curry goat.
Yeah. Well, she'll be back. She's coming back in a couple weeks. She's coming down. So you'll be able to get some then, because she's already said she wants me to go ahead and start finding finding the goat and the oxtail. But long story short, we finally get this bin. And I was supposed to go help my other daughter move in at 5, because that's when she was actually going to get to DC. No, I'm sorry, at 3. I'd been over that time. So by the time I get over there to her school, it's like, I'm going to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And I'm just, hey, what do you need? That's what it came down to. I got back to my hotel room probably about 8 o'clock.
Tired, probably.
In the heat, all that walking.
Only ate once.
So the night before, we all went to dinner. I went to a place. It's called Yard House. They had a thing called it's a poke nachos.
Okay.
Amazing.
Really?
Oh my God. It was. I didn't order it. My daughter ordered it.
I've never been to DC.
Oh, you got to go.
Yeah, I've never been to DC.
You got to go. I know we were talking off. I know you and Professor T were talking off air. And y'all talked about taking
solo trips. That is on the list.
That gave me an idea of I might just take a train ride to DC.
Just to eat.
And go and eat at a couple of spots. And then catch the train coming back. The next one coming back, because it's only one train that runs up and back. But that Yard House, man, and they had some wings that were, me and wings, I love them. So they were really good. That food was so good. I went back the next night and I just tried. They had some other wings. It was like a Thai black pepper one and some other. It was really good. So it was a really good experience. I like finding new restaurants. I was tired as crap, and then came back yesterday, hung out with the son, and here we are now doing this. And we're 13 minutes in, and we've given everybody all the updates in the world.
Of our life. These are the days of our life.
Yeah, but what I can say is I have a very slow week coming up where I have nothing to do on the weekend, nothing to do all week, just except go to work. And this IB thing with my son.
Oh.
I'm an IB student at this point.
What I told you.
Well, it's not it's the rigor of the work, not necessarily the difficulty of the work. The work is not a lot. It's just okay, you did this. Now, the great part is there's no homework on the weekends. So I think basically they feel like if there's anything you didn't get done during the week, you could do it on the weekends. And we were already behind on the summer work. So we had to went ahead.
I told you.
And got right to it. So now we are on track. There's nothing due. Everything is turned in. I think he's got a 98, a 93, a 94, and like an 89.
Okay,
so we're in a good space. And I told him this week, we on it from Monday. We don't got nothing to make up. For Monday, we're going to be on it.
I told you.
Yeah. So
it might be because y'all were just behind, so it kind of felt like a lot.
Oh, it did.
But I'm telling you, them kids do not have a life.
Yeah, I let him, like this weekend, like I was gone for a good part of the weekend. But I kind of, even when I got back, I in my mind, I was like, man, we got to open that computer. We got to see what's coming up for next week. And I'm just kind of letting him be like, yo, look, just be a kid today.
Yeah.
When we get home, you can play the video game. As soon as I get out the studio, get home, I'm going to try to get home as quickly as possible. He can play the video game, just be a kid for at least the next couple of hours. And then hit the bed before we got to do it again.
Listen, all the girls that I know that were in IB don't even work now. All the guys that I know that were in IB, including my I was class president.
Yeah.
So including my VP, like he's a pastor now in Michigan. He does worship missionary work. Nobody really took that, it didn't help anybody's portfolio. I put like that.
Well, I don't think it does, and I think that's why me setting it up the way I am right now, because I'm just trying to lay. It's a good thing. The positive to this is I think that he wasn't challenged in elementary school at all, even in gifted and talented.
I think that was just the curriculum here in South Carolina.
Yeah, and he just wasn't challenged, and so now I wanted him to get a challenge. I didn't know it was going to be this much of a challenge, but I wanted him to get the challenge. And so now you see his brain working, it's, everything's firing off faster for him now. Got a bad grade on the test, but the teacher let him retake it. So his stuff is starting to, and he's learning how to schedule it and all of that. So sometimes, parents, we could push stuff off on our kids that they don't want to do. Because if you ask him, he'll say no.
So he don't want to do it.
No. He does not.
Want to do this.
So like, even if we get this and then 7th grade, he does it. Shoot, when we get to 8th grade, he doesn't have to. I don't feel like he has to do it because then we could shift him to honors classes at that point, and then he'll be so far ahead. I agree to that.
Like if you're wanting something that's gonna challenge him, definitely honors classes. I feel it would be more appropriate for, like, especially with him wanting to be an athlete.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely, as an athlete, he definitely got to get out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I already know that. I think what the program is set up for, I think it works. And it's not set up for athletes.
Not for the weak.
Oh no, it's definitely not.
And then they ask you to, like, that's a part when you get into high school. That's a part of the of your like you have to do community service, and you have to be in a sport or some type of extracurricular activity. Yeah. And I didn't know that. Like, that's why my homegirl was like, you know what? I'm gonna do long distance. And I'm like, and then afterwards she was just like, yeah, all of them, their 11th grade dropped out.
Yeah, I mean, trust me, you find that more than not that people are dropping out of it. Like,
I mean, it's a great program. I don't want to throw it as it's not a good program.
Oh, of course not.
It's really a program for, like you said, you want your child to be challenged. It's really for that, but it's for kids who really don't have a life and are extremely, extremely smart. Like, my boyfriend's daughter, it's easy to her. This is like kids work to her. In the it's a similar program where they're at, and it's like kids work to her.
Easy.
Very. She has to read 2 books in the summertime. Done. It's nothing to her. Like, she almost has like a 5.0, I think, wherever she at. Like, it's simple to her. And I say, like, that's what it's for a kid. But she's not in any athletics, any this, any that. I think she does have friends, but she's into anime. It's like,
I think it's more in that sense. It's more in that.
Yeah. And then we hate to kind of put kids in a lane, but we realize, even as adults, we're all in a different lane.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think everybody has to find their own path, and I think when you try to make people fit in yours, that's when you kind of.
My daughter is smart. I don't know where she came from, but I have no idea where she came from at all, no whatsoever. But she gets it. She goes in, she asks questions, she gets on teachers' nerves because she tells them oh, you gonna earn this $1. You're gonna earn this. I'm gonna learn. Yeah. I'm gonna learn. You while you're in the class with me, I'm gonna ask all the questions I need. You ask me at the end of the class, does anybody have any questions? I know they hate to see her coming, but she has all A's right now, currently, and I think all her grades are over 94.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So I get not being challenged, but she's challenged.
Yeah.
She be like, this hard, man. But we have got all over. I think we 20 minutes in.
Yeah, let's get into a little bit. The letter that we were gonna do, we're gonna save that.
We keep saving this letter.
Yeah, we're gonna save that because it has different components to it, and I really want to get CL's take on it as well as yours. But I think it's more of it opens up a deeper conversation. But we did post something in our advice group, and it said this guy posted this picture, and his name is Jeremiah Fly. I don't know if you've seen this post. It says I took this female out to eat about 2 weeks ago, and I tested her. We ordered our food and had a nice time just talking over food and getting to know each other. I'm not gonna front. I was feeling shorty, and not just because she was beautiful. Her mindset is what got me. But when she was done eating and I asked for the bill, the lady came back with it. I said, damn, I left my wallet at home. You think you can pay for the food and I will give you the money back when I get home. She just got up and left. All I can do was laugh and shake my head. But I goes in my pocket, pays the bill, leave a $10 tip. The lady said, thank you, and that you are a very smart man. Sometimes you have to test them to see if they are the one or not. I never spoke to her after that. What are your thoughts? This is just the post, and people been commenting on it. Yeah.
All right. First of all, I graduated high school. I ain't trying to do no more tests. I haven't graduated college, but that's why I left that test. You're tested all your life. Your entire life, you're tested. You're tested at your job. Mm-hmm. Your friendships are tested. When you actually get into a relationship, your relationships are tested in themselves. Why do we have to add on extra stuff?
I think here I just didn't understand. And I think I commented, like, if this is early on, why is there a test? I don't understand the need for a test. Like, what am I testing?
I don't need for a test anyway, but I do get what you're saying. Like, where y'all at that you need to test her, that she gave you the illusion? Well, you know what? I know what it is.
What is it?
People are dating outside of their lane. And I don't like saying lead because I don't feel like anybody is better than anybody else. I feel like people are dating outside of their lane.
But I think, so you're thinking that she was kind of outside of his lane.
Yeah. Or he may have been outside of her lane.
Okay.
Like everybody has a lane. And I think when we're having this conversation about dating, a lot of times people are not dating people who they are actually going to like. They're dating people they actually want to change.
Okay.
Like, I don't like you being like that. Yeah, you should be a better person. Maybe that is the best that they can be. Like, we have the conversation of gold diggers, I'll say that, because I'm assuming that's what he felt like she was trying to get a free meal.
I guess trying to figure that out, but go ahead.
But like, it kind of goes into, if she was that type of woman and you were trying to test her, she was automatically going to fail because that's not the type of woman she is. And you knew that was not the type of woman she is. So it kind of goes in, why would you interact with a woman that you knew wasn't your type?
Yeah.
And I think often, even men and women, we both do that.
Yeah, but he was even like, I think he said, like, I'm feeling her. She was beautiful, but that wasn't what got me. Her mindset got me. And so I'm like, if this is the case and you're courting her, this is just a part of courtship. Yeah. Like, this is just,
you
as
asked
you're
her
going
on a date. Like, why are you leaving your wallet at home? You should be on your P's and Q's, bro.
But that's the thing. So, like, to her, on the other side, now, I ain't never been a woman dating a man, but I could only assume that you leaving your wallet at home shows, now I wouldn't say give off broke, it just gives off that you are neglectful, that you are, you're not good handling your business as far as, like, because it's the simple things, like how, of all the things to leave at home.
I'm telling you, as a woman that dates men, it came off broke. Like, oh, he's trying to get me to pay for it so he don't have to pay for it because he can't afford it. He's probably living in the basement of his mom's house and trying to, screw his way into my house. They call them bums.
Yeah, well, that's the word I was looking for, irresponsible. It shows him as being irresponsible.
Yes, very much.
Because I just don't know how he thought this was going to play out any other way. Because let's say even if she paid the bill.
And he paid her back.
And he paid her back. She's never talking to him again.
No, like, what, you playing games?
If she's any, no.
That's what I'm saying. Her head, like, you're playing games.
No, not even that. Let's say she doesn't know that this is a test. Because I don't think she doesn't know. So he doesn't know. She doesn't know this is a test. In her mind, I'm gonna pay for this meal. I'm gonna get my money back. This dude is irresponsible, and he's not in my lane, as you put it. So I'm never going to speak to this dude again. There's no reason for me to talk to him again. There's nothing that makes me say there's a reason for her to talk to this guy again. It's just, I think more than anything, I just don't see the purpose of it. But let's get into some of our followers' comments. Cassandra Minor, shouts out to you. Very weird behavior on his part to test her. On the first date, I was the type that offered to go Dutch on the first date. After being scolded by one guy, I tried not to offer ever again. He said it was an insult to him to offer to pay half on or any of the bill. I said okay and allowed him to spend his money for months. We just remained friends without benefits. Jean Gray, she posted, this is the weirdest thing I've seen so far. If she wanted to be tested, she would have met this funny looking ass at the local high school. Most men wouldn't even think about doing anything like that, no matter how good or bad he is. Mm-hmm. He's the type to self-sabotage. She dodged a bullet.
Yeah. Yeah, majorly, because why would you do that? Like, what would be the purpose? Like, I would really, and to know that there are really men that are out there that do that, like, what is the purpose?
Like, to even post this.
Yeah.
To even
confidently.
Like, I tested her and I won.
Yeah. Like,
what did you win?
I dodged a bullet. How do you know?
Shouldn't the prize be the person?
And that's like, on opposite
Shouldn't
sides.
the prize be the person?
Yeah. On opposite sides, like, he was probably the prize to her. And she's the prize to him. Yeah. So if y'all the prize to each other, why are you testing her?
And that's the thing I didn't get with it. She's here with
you. Gotta.
Like you got her.
You got her
and
in the
all
bag.
this and all this greatness of
if
what you say
the right
she
way,
is.
you probably could get some.
Yeah.
And you just talk yourself out the drawers.
Yeah, all the way out.
Just that quickly.
No, she got up and took the drawers with her. She left. Yeah. Like the drawers left. Like you just didn't.
You still got to pay by yourself. That's what I noticed in the end of the letter. Like, you still had to end up paying.
Yeah, you still ended up. So now there's no woman.
Nope.
And you ended up paying.
Yep.
For a meal for a woman you're never gonna speak to again.
Ever. You blocked by the time she got in that damn parking lot.
And you confront for social media, but you tried to call her.
Yeah.
You tried to call her.
You try to see, like, hey, where you at? What's wrong?
Yeah, what's wrong?
What you talking about?
Uh-huh.
Like, you
were shocked.
You try to fix that.
You were shocked. Yeah, you tried to fix it. Hannah, that says, not sure what he was testing. If they weren't cool, if it's the first date, why should she be down for him anyway? Accepting the first date and seeing how he behaved, etc., was her testing him. He failed. But the way people behave about money and perceived obligations is weird to me anyway. If there was a transparent conversation beforehand, like saying, hey, I want to spend some time with you, but I'm kind of low on funds. You want to go Dutch? Or something like that is a better test if you ask me. The both of them can decide if the other is worth it. At the end of the day, life is hard enough for everyone. Maybe either person's stance could be no money, no date to begin with. Mm-hmm. This dude is a clown to me for doing all this and calling it a test. What exactly was he testing? Who has loyalty to someone they just met? Was he testing if she's gullible, kind, had patience for games? If he's broke, he needs to just say so. LOL. Along those lines, there are also broke women who expect men to do every single thing for them. That's not cool. But this ain't that. Jeremiah is a clown. I would have paid, but after he told me that foolishness about being a test, yeah, ghost.
Yeah. And what is this thing about broke women? Like, I don't get that. When it, like, oh, like she's going out with you for a meal. I don't know no woman that does that. Now, we do call it a free meal because we're not sure if we like you or not. Yeah. Not, oh, we're going to get to eat.
And I've heard the term, I'm going to just go get the free meal.
Why not just go
why not
see
just
if you
go
like
and get
them?
the free
Because
meal?
you might get a free meal and, you got a little boo thing on,
Yeah.
Like, that's just a saying. It's not like you're actively just going just so you can get this meal. Like, I don't know no woman like that. Like, I don't. Like, the term free meal is just because we're not sure about you.
Yeah.
So, therefore, we are going out with no expectations, but to get this free meal. Like, and it might still sound bad, but it's not just to, like, so I can eat for the day.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm good. Like, y'all be saying y'all good. Jessica Green, he shouldn't have done that first date one. This test have been criticizing, have been circling the internet, and I'm sure she felt disrespected. 2, if he liked her, he lost out on an amazing woman because he wanted to be childish. 3, would that really show that she's the one? What does that show? That she got you? That she got her own money? Good questions, Jessica. Yvonne, Lennon, very duplicitous. Because how you feeling her but testing her? That's a good point. Mm-hmm. If I'm feeling you, why am I testing you?
Yeah, it wouldn't even matter.
It wouldn't even matter.
Because we give out all to the people we like.
That part.
Yeah.
Well, most people do. Some people are like, they like them.
No, they do.
But they don't.
If they like somebody, if somebody got you, that's why people change.
Okay.
That's why people change. When they actually actively like somebody, they'll go all in. They'll all of a sudden now he combing his hair. He ain't never combing his hair during his life. Now he getting his locks twisted. He ain't never. You've always seen him wild headed.
Yeah.
Like, we not even just appearance wise, but we change what we do, where we go, how we do day-to-day things when we're with somebody we actually like.
Yeah.
Like, everybody can actively visually see a change in you. Like, oh yeah, you ain't coming out with us as you used to. Like, we all know that person. And then the breakup happens. Their heart gets broken. Now it's screw everybody. Now they testing this person. Now, they want to make sure this person ain't doing. Like, we go all in for people we like. The problem is, do we go in for the wrong people that we like?
9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Well, I think until you
and we make the next person pay for it.
Yep. Because now you got traumas. She finishes off. Now he's trying to make her seem like the bad person. Nah, homie, you deserve that. Be Easy of the DJ Blaze radio show. Make sure to check them out each and every Monday and Wednesday. Him and her and the co-host Amy. Be Easy says he lame. Why test someone he claims to be feeling? If her mindset was as good as he said, she knew it was a test, and it's good that she left. Goofy.
Yeah. You done messed up.
I actually heard Be Easy voice say goofy just now in my head.
I like that is really corny and lame. And I don't even think, like, where are these relationship issues coming from, truly? Like, where it comes into 50-50, going Dutch. We've even had these conversations.
Yeah, see,
where are they coming from?
They're coming from the internet. Like, CL says it all the time. The internet is not a real place. And I think that the one thing I can say that we've done with our show is, although, we do some, stuff with video, you got to push your content, of course. But I think we've tried to do a good job of staying out of the simple realm. That is the cheating. Everybody talks about cheating. We did 50-50 already.
Yeah.
And somebody actually sent me a couple of videos that I'm gonna do something with at some point and get everybody's reaction. I don't think we need to do a show out of it. But it was talking about 50-50. It's a guy, and he was like, the 50-50 is I buy the airplane, you get on. I buy the plane ticket, you get on the plane and bring a bathing suit.
You're not gonna tell me what I'm gonna pay for.
No. I'm saying no. He's saying that basically, and there was another video that was sent that because I was having this debate with someone, and I got to the question, and this is something for another day, but does love is love the equitable thing? Is money the equitable thing to love? Like, do you have to pay for stuff to show love? And the guy on the last one says these guys came up with this 50-50 thing to make it. He said guys came up with 50-50 to make women financially responsible for stuff.
Because they were tired of paying for
Yeah,
it.
50-50, yeah.
Because they couldn't afford it.
Because they couldn't afford it or for whatever reason.
Or I want to say couldn't afford it because I feel like that's kind of mean. I feel like they made that up because they were going, that was their way of trying to humble a certain woman in a certain lane.
I think that because some women.
Because they couldn't get her.
Yeah,
so if I humble you and I make you feel like you have to come out of pocket, I can get you.
Well, I think, and it was more so to, I guess, make themselves feel okay with
being able to.
With what they want. Not necessarily, because some guys have it. Some of the guys that believe in the 50-50 financial relationship. Because I think that you got to decipher the 50-50 thing. I think we all know it's 50-50 financially, right?
Like a whole relationship is 50-50.
Oh, yeah.
I pay for an entire cruise by myself.
But when you're with your person or the person that you like a lot, like you said prior to.
I ain't never do that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. When you're with a person that puts you in that space, things just happen. You don't.
Yeah.
It's not
it's not something you think about.
It's not transactional.
But I will say, my boyfriend did have an issue with it.
Yeah, and I think that any man who values the ability to secure to provide security for his woman. I want not as a possession, but for the woman he's with, will have a problem with her paying for things, even though it's a great gesture and love doing it. And he's gonna be, man, he'll feel a way even if it's not truly fully expressed.
Yes.
He will feel a way because to most men, not being able to take care of things, bills or whatever else is a hit to their masculinity, so to speak. And that's why they'll have an issue with it. Those guys that just want to take, hey, I did this. I'm not keeping score. Like, there's no reason to keep score. Like, we just need to, like, if you do something, then
I'm just doing it. Like, that's it. Like, I'm just doing it. And I think he felt some type of way because our first trip wasn't that much and he paid for it. And then it kind of like $400 more the next trip. And I was like, nah, I got it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, no. I'm be sending you money to, and I'm like, and I think he paid $100 towards it.
Yeah.
And I just went ahead and like paid it. And he was like, okay. But I'm going to pay for while we're on the trip, I'm paying, the money's coming out of my pocket.
But that's usually how it kind of works with men who are, I would say men who are like that when it comes to dealing with their finances, so to speak. Let's finish up here. C. White, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
That really is it.
Casey, I'm a Capricorn. I would have left as well. It has nothing to do with having money, but everything to do with the maturity level. A first date could be as simple as ice cream in the park if she would have paid the bill. This certainly doesn't read she's the one. Cuzzo, he had to come through. EB. His own is short, sweet, and to the point. First dates need to be at White Castle.
What is it with trying to do fast food? I think that is so tacky. Like, Applebee's got 2 for $25. Chili's has the $10. Like it does not cost that much. Like, you could just sit there, enjoy yourself. At White Castle is like cancer causing, ain't it?
No, wait, hold on now. No, what we will not do is bash White Castle. White Castle burgers.
No, it's the frozen part. The frozen sandwiches that they sell in the grocery stores, White Castle, are cancer causing. It says it on the back of the box. Yep.
It does say it?
It says it on
the
back
one that's
of the box.
frozen.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the stores. It says on the back of the box.
Well, you got to put them in the microwave, and you know what they say about the microwave. But
No, they say it contains stuff that can cause cancer.
Okay. Well,
You're gonna go look.
No. I'm not gonna go look. I'm going to not look because if I look, then I'm gonna be bothered. But I haven't been to I ain't talking about getting them out the freezer. I'm talking about I'm
I don't
pretty
think
sure
it's much different.
No. I'm sure it's not different, but except for them being fresh, because when you walk into that White Castle and they got all them little square burgers across that
And
grill,
they boom, boom, boom.
and they put that bread on there and they put them buns
Get a
on
little
there, they
fries.
stick them in that box. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't had some since I lived in Jersey. I'm supposed to go home in a little bit, so I think I'm gonna stop by, get me some White Castle. I think I should be okay with the cancer if I only do it this once. But yeah, that we had a bunch of other comments. Thank y'all. Continue to put your comments in the group. Every time that when we post stuff, we're trying to be a lot better with y'all. Once again, if you want to join the conversation, email us, RELSTAT podcast. Nique, it's always amazing.
Always.
Being here with you.
Girl.
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
Of course.
I meant to talk to you about the clip that you put on TikTok, though.
But did you see how it went viral?
I the page. I was so mad.
You went viral, though.
I was mad. And it was just taken, I wasn't mad at y'all. It was just taken out of content.
Because I think that and some people in the comments did say that. They were like some people were like, I know on our IG and on our Facebook, somebody was like, I get what she's trying to say. There's probably more to the clip.
Yeah,
but just to address this part. And everyone, when we post these clips, it's to get you to go and listen to the show. And so.
Yeah. And I mean, even the clip, though, I'm not mad at the clip because the clip is true. And they'll be like, oh, well, maybe for you, you're a pick-me. Oh, no, that's true. Like, y'all mamas would not talk to marry y'all dad. I mean, would not talk to go to college.
Yeah.
You were probably 14 years old. But, and
to your credit, if they listened to the show, you continued on about that. But like we've always said about social media, and Beezy says it a good bit on his show. Mm-hmm. When there's a clip that goes viral, like, go find the whole clip. Like, literally, if you go to the CRUX Media page, you can see all of our episodes in full length, all of our video episodes in full length. And if you go to all podcast platforms, you can listen to all of our podcasts on full length. But you went viral, 1,900 on day one.
Yeah, because they were probably really mad.
But no, it got a lot of likes, though. You got a lot of likes, a lot of shares. So,
that don't put no drugs in my head.
Yeah, no.
Like, they still sitting there. Yeah, I even got some people come to my page. Keep it cute.
Yeah.
I don't mind blocking.
Oh, yeah, no, keep it cute. But, hey, it's pushing the followers over there, too. So, but once again, y'all, we really appreciate y'all tapping in with us each and every week. Make sure that you join the group, the Relationship Status Podcast Advice Group. You do have to answer some questions, and then we'll let you in. And then also make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. Professor T is going to talk to you about that in a little bit. Nique, take us out.
All right, thank you all for joining in on a conversation. It's your girl, Nique Cruz, C.O. Butler.
And your boy, Yusuf, and we are out.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Relationship Status. Remember, you can catch us on relationshipstatuspodcast.com, iTunes, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, Nobody Grinds Like Us, and anywhere you listen to your favorite podcasts. If you would like to join the conversation or leave us a Dear Nique, email us at relstatpodcast@gmail.com or call us at 843-310-8637. Follow us on Facebook at Relationship Status Podcast, on Instagram and Twitter at RELSTAT Podcast. And don't forget to comment, share, 5-star rate, subscribe, and review.